Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to achieve this clubbing look. It's really nice and soft but still smoky and still glamorous, so let's get straight into it. So first I'm going to start with eyes, and I'm just priming my eye with my Urban Decay eyeshadow priming potion, and I'm just popping that all over my lids. And now just taking a concealer brush and buffing that into my lid. Now I'm taking the Manny MUA eyeshadow palette by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to be applying the middle shade, and that is called Beaches and Cream. So taking Beaches and Cream, I'm just going to be applying that on top of the primer so it sets and the shadows will blend seamlessly. From the same palette, I'm going to be taking Sora and Cosmopolitan, and I'm going to be mixing these two colours as my transition shade. So I'm just blending it into my crease and a little above my crease, and blending it all the way into the tape. I've put the tape there as well just to create a really straight cut as well. Next I'm taking my Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm going to be using Burnt Orange in the outer corner of my eye, and I'm just blending that towards the center of my eye, making sure that it's really close to the tape as well. For all the shadows that I've used so far, I have used the same blending brush that came with the Modern Renaissance palette, and the blending brush that Anastasia provided was amazing. You need to get this blending brush. Next I'm going to take Realgar, and I'm going to be popping that on top of Burnt Orange. So at the start the eye is really orange, but then we're going to take some darker tones into it. Again, just blending it really close to the tape, and once again I'm using the same blending brush because I just can't get enough of it. Now I'm taking Red Ochre, which is that really nice deep burgundy shade, and I'm going to be popping that on top of Realgar, and again really nice and close to the tape. And guys, I'm using a new blending brush. As well as blending it on the tape, I'm going to drag some of it into my crease just to give the eye a bit more definition. Now just taking Cyprus Umber, which is that really nice dark brown shade, I'm going to be applying this on the corner of my eye again and blending that into the crease. Also making sure that this shade is really blended into the tape. Even if you blend on top of the tape, it makes the cut even better. Now I'm just taking a Sigma blending brush and just blending that dark brown all over my eye and more towards the center, because the colour can be quite harsh and I did put quite a bit on, which is why I'm rubbing it off with my finger. But just take a blending brush and blend that all nicely. Now I'm just taking my glitter glue by Too Faced, and I'm going to be applying it just with my finger from the outer corner to the center of the eye and a little bit on the inner corner. And this pigment that I'm using, I have no idea who this is by or what brand. I've had it for years and I've only just discovered it, and it is gorgeous. So I'm just applying it on a small flat brush and just dragging it out towards the dark colour of the eye on my outer corner, and just packing it on all over my lid. Taking this Colourpop shadow, I'm going to be spraying it a flat brush with my Prep and Prime with the shadow on it, and I'm going to be applying it to my lid. Now taking my Kat Von D tattoo line, I'm going to be winging out my eyeliner. And I'm using that tape just to guide my wing. And I find that it is so much easier to do when you have tape there. Because you can draw on the tape and your wing just ends up really nice and straight and just perfect. Now just taking off my tape, and oh my gosh, the feeling of taking off tape, if you've ever used tape, you will know the feeling. It is amazing. And after I've taken off my tape, I'm just going to touch up my liner and make sure they're all even and equal. Now I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer in Light, and I'm just going to be popping this all over my face, so my cheeks, my nose, my forehead and my chin, and I'm just going to be rubbing it in. Does anyone else find that this smells like PVA glue, or is it just me? Please let me know, or I'm weird. Now I'm just taking my MAC Prep and Prime spray as well and spritzing my face with that. And then just rubbing it into my face and making sure it's all tacky. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using my NARS and Estee Lauder foundation. So my NARS is in Barcelona and my Estee Lauder foundation is in Shell Beige. And again, I'm going to be mixing these two like always and just dotting it all over my face. And now just taking my Paintbox kabuki brush and just buffing that all over my face. Filming this, I realised how pale I actually am in the light and how dark my foundation really is, which is crazy. Now just taking my IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer in Neutral Medium, and I'm going to be dotting this under my eyes, on my forehead and the bridge of my nose, just to use as a highlight. And now just taking a damp beauty blender and just buffing that or dabbing that into my skin, making sure that it does not touch my liner. Now just taking my Australis On Tour contour kit, and I'm going to be using the two lighter shades, and I'm just taking a damp beauty blender again and just dotting that under my eye. So I am baking in this video, and just under my eyes, the bridge of my nose and my forehead, just where we put the concealer. While that's baking, I'm going to be finishing off my brows, and I'm taking this Stila Cream Contour Kit, and I'm going to be taking that lighter shade and just outlining my brows and cleaning them up. And now just taking my damp beauty blender again and just blending that into my foundation. Now using my Laura Mercier translucent powder, I am going to be taking a little bit of product on my brush, and I'm going to be wiping away my bake as well as setting the rest of my face. Now I'm just going to be tightlining my waterline, and I'm taking the Paintbox Smudge Pot in black as always and using a lipstick brush as my applicant. Now to finish off my eyes, I'm going to be taking red ochre again, and I'm going to be using a rounded fluffy brush and applying that all along my lash line. Again, taking Cyprus Umber, and I'm going to be applying that on the same place on top of red ochre, just to make it really nice and dark and smoky. Now just taking the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in Waterproof by Too Faced, I'm just applying a small layer on my top lashes, just preparing for my falsies. Now for lashes, I'm going to be using the House of Lashes in Boudoir Mini, and I did apply these off camera because I suck at putting lashes on camera. It took me forever. I edited so much out. And now I'm just going to be covering up that band with my tattoo liner again. Now just applying the Bare Minerals Lash Domination Mascara to my bottom lashes. Now to chisel out those cheeks, I'm going to be taking the Hoola Bronzer by Benefit and just using the same little fluffy brush that I use all the time to apply it on my cheekbone. To contour my nose, I'm still using the same Hoola bronzer, but I'm just taking a small old fluffy brush and just applying that on my nose. Now taking the Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm, I'm going to be using an angled brush and applying that just underneath my cheekbones just to create a more lifted look on my cheeks. Now for my favourite part, I'm going to be taking the Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop highlighter and just spritzing my brush with the Max Prep and Prime and just applying that to my cheeks. I also used a little bit on my brow bone as well. And because I didn't think there was enough shine, I'm going to be taking the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Matte Glow, and I'm going to be using Sunburst and applying that on the same areas that I applied Champagne Pop because there's just never enough glow. For lips, I used Dolce K and I used Air, so I'm lining my lips with Dolce K, and as always I overdraw my lips because I just want that plumpness all day long. And now just applying Dolce K all over my lips, and this shade is definitely my favourite by far. I mean, if you don't have this in your life, you are definitely missing out. Get it. And taking Air, I'm going to be using this just on the center of my lip to create just a bit of an ombre and a shine to my lip. So taking the applicant, I'm just dabbing it and then blending it with my lips, and then just taking my finger and blending that all over my lip. And that's the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I absolutely loved it. I wore this out on my first night out at the clubs and I love this look so much, and I got quite a few compliments as well, so definitely try this out on your next night out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!